The New York Giants head to Philadelphia this week for round 2 against the Eagles. These two played not that long ago. Giants really hurt Philly's shot at making the playoffs with that upset. And you know they'll have their Doug Peterson voodoo dolls out for this one. It worked for them in Week 12. New York's D dominated Jalen Hurts. He had his worst game as a pro in that loss. No TDs, 3 INTs, rating under 20, which is hard to do in a full game.
Deep shot, looking for Rager in double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier McKinney is making this a habit now.
Hurts wasn't even dealing with that much pressure, only got hit 3 times and sacked once.
Hurts, plenty of time, but a bad throw is picked off.
In their most recent loss, New York's pass rush was able to get to Dak Prescott 3 times, too.
Under pressure, Lorenzo Carter knocked that ball out, and the Giants have it.
That pressure helped them hold Dak in check as a passer. Only 1 TD held him under 6 yards per attempt.
Back in the end zone, it is Schultz for the touchdown.
Hurts did look much better throwing the ball against the team, though, close to 300 yards on over 11 yards per attempt.
Hurts on the run, the throw for the end zone, it is caught! Greg Ward!
Philly's rush attack was working fine against the Giants in part 1, 6.3 yards per carry, over 200 yards for the game.
And a big burst from Miles Sanders.
So, they could just as well steal a page from Belichick and crank the rush knob up to the highest setting on a Spinal Tap amp. They blew up a tough Washington front for over 200 yards and close to 6 a run.
Another giant hole for Sanders, and Sanders on the run!
Miles Sanders, 131-yard night.
And the give is to Sanders! Giant hole, 1st and goal to the 4!
But Jordan Howard has really provided a massive spark for their offense. Along with Sanders, one of 3 ball carriers to hit at 4.5 or better last week.
And an opening for Howard, and Howard tripped up at the 37.
What about the Giants' run game? SAQUON Barkley still isn't right, 3.3 a carry against Dallas.
Back to the ground in Barkley. And that ball came out loose.
That's why they turned to Devontae Booker, who was decidedly more explosive along the ground.
Here's Barkley, first down and more! SAQUON Barkley! Make it Devontae Booker, beg your pardon.
But Philly held Washington to 3 yards an attempt, Antonio Gibson to under 2 a run.
Plays like this, it just adds insult to injury here.
They also played good pass defense against Garrett Gilbert, but you can only play who you can play, and their secondary still sports some elite numbers when it comes to yards per attempt allowed and yards per completion.
That's batted away, incomplete. TJ Edwards, the former Wisconsin Badger, spikes it to the turf.
Mike Glennon went for the Giants last week. He had a hat trick made up of INTs, so fans weren't throwing their hats on the field, they were probably throwing them at Glennon.
Play action, Glennon taking a deep shot, Sterling Shepard, off-target throw, picked off by Malik Hooker.
So, let's see Jake Fromm start already. No reason not to.
Fromm, it's a deep shot for Kenny Galladay, and he's got it!
It's one of the oldest rivalries in football. Come on, this is Randall Cunningham, Carl Banks, blocked field goals in OT being run back, miracle at the Meadowlands. I could go on. And I know there are some New York fans out there asking Santa to make the latest chapter DP payback. Eagles fans, no such thing as karma, am I right? Answer in the comments section. Happy holidays, football fanatics.